shall follow them.
That's right.
That what?
Yeah, believe.
I can't hear you.
Believe.
So what you believe in?
Yes.
Some of you have gotten a report. And I hear that you believe in that report.
Yes.
But when you drop that earthly name, that means you're going to drop that earthly report.
Right.
And when you take on the spiritual name, that means you're going to start walking as I am in the earth.
Yes.
Because if he's I am, you I am. Yes. You are that job. Yes. You are that ministry. Yes. You are that business. Yes. You are that relationship. I am. It ain't nothing on earth that Christ can't do. And he is in you. So whatever you need, you already are.
Hallelujah.
So you just came by here tonight for me to wake you up. Because you know, a lot of times we sleep. And we get into all this false humanistic stuff about, oh, this is the new year, let me take on new resolutions and let us do this. You don't have to do nothing but drop your last name and pick up his. That's all you got to do. From this moment on, I'm walking as I am. Come on, don't try to be cool, bro. It's done. We complicate stuff. You know, because we're torn between these two minds. We deal with the mind of the flesh. We try to get into the spirit. You see, you can't get into the spirit and you war with your flesh. So you have to make up your mind which one you're going to walk in. Because you're either going to walk with the spirit or you're going to walk with the mind of the flesh. And everybody has war with the flesh. But God said, this is your year. Take on my name. Glory to his name. Come on, take your seats. There was one thing the Holy Spirit gave me that I started ministering. And he said, you know, because of the counseling and the ministering with people that I do, he said, you know, a lot of us don't know what our assignment is. We're just going through life existing. You know, there's a difference between existing and purpose. Come on here now. You know, a lot of us are functioning in our gifts, but we're not functioning in our assignment. You can have a gift, but that don't mean that's your assignment. So he said, what I want you to do is to awaken the assignment. See, one thing about the prophetic anointing, yeah, I'm going to brag about it, because this is what it does. It puts you into purpose. So whenever you come before a prophet, see, right now I'm going to deal with your faith. Whenever you come before a prophet, the prophet is going to deal with your purpose and your destiny. But it's going to awaken something in you that's been asleep. And it also, the prophet gives you your memory back.
Amen. Thank you.
Come on, we've been there. God already told us when we came here forgetting. Because we had to come through the birth canal. Come on, amen. So because we came here in a realm where we forgot. But in Jeremiah 1:5, he said, you know what, Jeremiah, I knew thee in the beginning. But not only did I know thee, he said, I ordained thee. And I ordained thee to manifest an assignment in the earth west. So he knew you in the beginning. He ordained you and he separated you. So your season of separation is over. And the season for you to walk in the ordination, being ordained in what Christ has called you to, is this is a time for it to awaken. So from this purpose on, you're going to have to start walking in your assignment.
Amen.
It's really warm in here, or is it just me?
No, it's warm.
So now, Christ said, this is my assignment. Yeah, I do. Let me have this, Michelle. This is your assignment to awaken them into their assignment. See, one of the things that the prophet did, whenever if you begin to read, when he came to the people, he always told them, one, he gave them an instruction, and he told them where they had to go, what they had to do, what was coming. And so that awakened a sight. It gave them an understanding of a different level in which they had to start walking. So the one thing that the enemy has been doing to a lot of us, to all of us, is trying to bring us into a place of confusion where we don't know who we are, where we lose our identity, and we don't believe that we can fulfill the assignment that Christ has given us. Because when the prophet began to prophesy to you and tell you what he sees concerning your life, you know, the first thing we'll do is, I don't know if I qualify for all of that. Yeah, you qualify. In the beginning, I knew thee. And when I knew thee, knew means it's just like when Adam knew Eve. There was a relationship. So you had a relationship with him in the beginning. And in that relationship, he said, you said, yes, Lord, I'll go. But the key is, it was the spirit man that was talking. So since it was the spirit man that had the relationship with him, that knew him, when we came here in a human form. Now, so did Jesus. But the thing about Jesus is, Jesus didn't come here forgetting. He came here remembering. Yeah. He knew who he was, what he was supposed to do, how he was going to do it, and what the end result was. So all he was asking for was a human body. So he knew what he had to do. Well, we didn't ask for a human body, but we had an assignment because we knew him. And whenever you know Christ, there's always a step for something for you to do. You don't just have a relationship with him without purpose. You don't just meet somebody just to meet them, and you have a relationship with them, and yet and still there's nothing built. There's nothing done in that relationship. Something has to be revealed to you. Right. So here, because we have this relationship with him, he's bringing us into a place now where we got to get our memory back of what it is I'm supposed to do. God, what is it I'm supposed to do? What did you call me on this earth to do? What is my assignment? What is in me? I know what my gifts are, but that's not my assignment. That's my gift. And a gift is something that is given, yes, but your assignment is something that is ordained. And then God began to say, see, when you start walking in your assignment, you'll start walking in purpose. And that has been hindering you, it'll have to leave. Because every assignment has a name. Okay, I'm going to mess with you. You see, I don't deal with religion. So if you're looking for religion, you're in the wrong building. I'm not going to deal with you with no religion, and I don't talk religion. But I'm going to open up your understanding. That's right. Because what you have to have now is an understanding of where to go, of who you are. So he said, what I have to do now is open you up where you can see. So everything has a name. The Holy Ghost told me a while back, he said, everything have ears.
Amen.
Everything. Everything have ears. When God created the earth, he said two things. Let it, three things. Be. Let it be. Well, the word let means to give it permission. And when you say let means it has to be spoken. You have to speak let. So everything has ears and everything has a name. Your money has a name. Money has a name. And everything you speak to, it hears you. But you have to determine what breath you're releasing your words. All right. And that has to do with what consciousness you are walking in. That's why his word says, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. Because in his mind, you can create everything that he has already set up for you. Because it's his mind. And it's his mind, meaning it's him talking back to himself. So when you begin to speak and release and call things by its name, Christ is hearing himself and he's answering because it's already been created. Right. Why has it already been created? Because we're talking to the I am. All right. So he said, now you have to come to a place where you have to understand your conversations just can't be any type of conversation. And you cannot walk in just any type of mindset. We got to deal with your mind because you've been walking with the mind of the flesh and it's causing depression, oppression, it's causing weariness, heaviness, confusion, doubt, worry, anxiety, everything wants to bring through you, because we are women, we deal with birthing. So whenever we go into atmospheres, let me slow it down. Whenever you go into atmospheres, because you're a woman, you'll pick up. And when you begin to breathe the breath of that, you release it. Because we give birth to everything on the earth. Yeah. You better hear me by the Spirit. Talk to your spirit. I ain't dealing with your flesh. I'm dealing with your spirit. See, you are spirit having an earthly experience. Right. It's just an experience. It ain't all that deep. It's just an experience. And when stuff happened to us, we act like it's the end of the world. Oh my God, how do I deal with this? Oh my God, this done hit me. Oh my God, this man done left me. Oh my God, my money is crazy. Oh my God, they done took 5 years off my job. Oh my God, oh my God, what's supposed to happen? And God said, what you doing all that crying for? All you got to do is stand up and begin to prophesy. Begin to speak. Begin to call it by its name. Because what's happening, God told me, he said, it's really just an illusion. You don't hear me. Yeah. Right. It's just an illusion. Oh my God, I ain't making the kind of money I need to make. Well, you ain't talking to the money you need to make. Just like he knew you in the beginning, you have to know it. You have to know it. Because it's already in you. It ain't a surprise. Your businesses ain't a surprise. Your ministry ain't a surprise. Here now, it ain't a surprise. You prophesying ain't a surprise. Come on here now. You was doing it before the foundation of the world. It ain't a surprise. Stop acting like it's so deep. Just start being. Just start being. This is your season to begin to be. And here, we hear I'm doing this. I'm doing that. God just told me, he said, stop. One day I was in my office on the floor. You know, I feel it's more deeper if you get on the floor. I'm deep in. I'm deep. I'm in my office. I'm laying out on the floor. Got my little plate. And I'm laying. I'm just going to. He said, okay, I'm waiting for you to just be quiet. Because, you know, we're making all this noise, but we're not saying nothing. And one thing I find out about God, he don't get into your complaint. He don't even deal with your tears. All he do with them is put them in a bottle. Okay? So it's not, you're not moving. God told me he's not moving me with your tears. Because see, I don't deal with gods that cry. What does Psalms 82:6 say? Right. See, I might not have to go to a lot of scriptures, but you can write them down. So you're going to say, hey, she ain't gave me no word. Psalms 82:6 say, we are gods with a small g. Not gods in personality, but gods because we're in the image. We're in the likeness of our Father. And if his spirit is in you, earth is waiting for you to manifest God. Yes. God created earth for him. That's right. To be manifested in it. And the way he wants to do it is through you. That's why all of us have different personalities, different nationalities, is because God wants to be manifested through you, through us. Yes. So your color, your gender, your family, none of that was a mistake. It was all God. Because you have an assignment. And God told me your assignment is to answer something that has a question in it. It's a question waiting on you that needs to be answered. You the answer. Don't this just make you see how lazy we are? Yes. Come on now. Come on, me too. I was there. You know, I wasn't doing this and this wasn't happening and this wasn't happening. I'm like, let me tell you something. I ain't going to do nothing else until you move. I'm not going to open my mouth. And the more you say that, the more stuff dry up. You start dealing with that thing called withering. See, that's a slow death. When things begin to wither, That's the slowdown. Things start withering out. Your finances dry up. Relationships get crazy. People just start disappearing out your life. Then somebody gonna lie on you. Somebody don't understand you because they're not supposed to understand you because, you know, don't nobody really understand God's. Because if you an individual where everybody understands, then you walking in the wrong ring. Because you're supposed to be a wonder.
Amen.
They're supposed to wonder how in the world. How in the world are they manifesting that? You're supposed to be a wonder. So if everybody understanding you, something wrong. So that's why you can't get caught up in all these compliments that people give you. Because a true God gonna stand out. So let's see. Come on. 2018 is just another time for you to manifest God in the earth realm. But now you got to do it at a higher dimension with another mind. One of the strongest spirits in the earth realm is the spirit of fear. And as long as that spirit of fear is in the earth realm, and you begin to go into places where that spirit is dominating, and because you're not in the right mind, you will start speaking what that spirit is releasing. That's why, you know, you can be on your jobs, you can be dealing with individuals, and you come into their space, you come into their atmosphere, and they're having a certain conversation, and you fall into that conversation. See, words can be traps for you when you're walking in the human mind and not the Christ mind. Well, how am I walking in Christ's mind 24/7? I got to walk in my mind sometimes. That's why you're confused now. Because you keep bouncing back and forth. He told me, he said, you know what? I don't deal with them when they lukewarm.
That's right.
He said, when you're lukewarm, I have to spew you out of my mouth. There's no compromising when it comes to the mind. I don't compromise with my mind. I died for you to have my mind. I came to this earth for you to have my mind. So even though I love you, I created you, I'm not going to compromise with you just for you to have my mind. Why should I compromise with something that I'm freely giving you? You have it free. It don't cost you nothing but some time. That's all it's costing you. It's some time. Some of us choose to stay depressed. Some of us choose to stay in the spirit of confusion. Don't you know how it is sometimes when you go to some of these religious services and the services be high, they be doing all the singing and the dancing, and they be, I mean, y'all know I'm on social media, don't send me no email, but they be dancing all over the place. I don't have nothing wrong with dancing, but as soon as they walk through the door and you have a conversation, them people is confused as I don't know what. I said, well, wait a minute. Where's the Holy Ghost? Because the Holy Ghost going to do more than just dance. When his spirit presence is there, when his spirit is there, these signs shall follow them. There's going to be a manifestation and a demonstration of him in the earth realm. So just dancing and just get into that place where, yeah, I'm giving God praise. You can give him praise, but more than just giving him praise, he wants you to become him.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. Good.
You got to become him.
Good.
Come on, stop messing with this back here. All that distraction, stop that. Let it go. Whatever, leave it blank. So right now, I want your attention on the Holy Ghost. You don't need nothing but that. Because some yokes are going to be broken. Some eyes is going to be open. We come into a prophetic setting to do this so that your life can be changed. That's all it's about. It's time for you to get your memory back and start walking in your purpose and assignment. Because your money is waiting on you. Your money is only going to answer your assignment. Everything else is just a seed. You don't want to hear me. Your job ain't your source. Your job is a seed. But you done made it a God. Because you done made it a God, it ain't meeting your need. That's what we we call a false God.
Yes.
So when you use that God in the wrong form, it ain't going to meet your need.
My God. Right.
Believe me, I was there. Big money, making good money. And boy, you know, all of a sudden you don't see nothing but what you can make.
Wow.
Because you think it's you.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Right.
God said, you have to understand something. I'm a jealous God.
That's right. That's
I
right.
won't let you have no other gods before me.
Amen. Amen.
Whatever you exalt over me,
Yeah.
your gifts,
My Lord.
your
Jesus.
talents,
Yeah.
all that, you exalt it over me.
Yeah.
You give him more praise than me.
Yeah.
You give him more time, more attention than me.
Yeah.
You think it's going to meet your needs? I'll go ahead. I'll give you a taste. And then we fall in the illusion.
Yeah.
God, I done made it. I was there.
Yes.
I was doing all these entertainers' heads. I said, baby, I done made it. They can't do nothing unless I touch their head. They calling for me. I done made it. I don't have a name for myself. God, pull that God down real quick.
Yeah.
You say, the only thing I want you to have confidence in is the Holy Ghost.
All
That's
right.
right.
Because greater is He
Yes.
that is in you
Yes.
than He that's in the world.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that what's in this world bring you to confusion before I let you turn the God in you into the God in yourself.
That's right.
A fleshly God. A God that's not manifest in spirit, but a God that's manifest in flesh.
Yes.
You don't hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
What's this? It ain't church. This ain't church. Does this look like church? As much as my husband come in here and put up one banner after another, and one sign after another, it still ain't church.
Amen.
It ain't nothing but a building.
That's it.
And every day, we go to something based on how it look.
All right.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
We miss a spirit.
Yes.
God said He's gonna deal with your spirit.
Spirit.
You sent me that text about what you sent me that text about. And my heart just, because I don't read my texts until, especially when I'm a minister, until late. I said, God, wait a minute, what is this? But wait, let me tell you something. The season of testing and trials, yeah, tribulation you will have with you always. But wait a minute. You have overcome. You've already overcome. So why do you continue to live in them?
Right.
The only way you can live in them is if your mind stays on them.
Yeah.
When you loose your mind from that tribulation, it has to leave. It cannot stay where it had no power. And the only one that can give it power is you. So yeah, tests will come, but it comes to awaken the God in you. Because God just wants to see how powerful He is through you. Because you represent a different type of power of God. So He wants to see what type of power you're going to allow Him to manifest Himself to. Are you going to limit Him? Or are you going to let the greater one come out of you? That's why some of us can move more, because we have the faith to believe the God in us is stronger than any other. In the earth.
Glory.
So God will test you. But He will allow the trials to come. Because they have to come.
Yes.
But stop living there. Don't you know when your tests and your trials come and you live in that consciousness, your countenance fall.
Yes.
And then people that come in your presence, they don't see Christ. They see them. So they attach to you because you talking like them.
Wow.
So you just entered into a relationship with the wrong mind,
Lord.
because God brought them to you to be a God to speak into their life.
Come on now.
But you to sit up there and compromise.
Come on, man. Come on,
So
man.
since you want to compromise with them,
Yes.
you ain't showing God who he is.
Right.
So God say, okay, how long you going to stay here?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Speak.
How long you going to stay here? I'm waiting to show. When them disciples were with Jesus and they began to walk with him and they began to see the manifestations of the powers and the gifts that he was operating in, yeah, they had, every time they were walking and with each act, their mind was being renewed. Their mind was being transformed. They were taking on a new image within themselves because they were seeing great works being manifested in the earth realm. And they begin to say, if he can do it, just my association with him, if he can do it, then I can do it. Just because I'm in his presence, just because I'm around him. I know, especially Peter, he said, just because I know him, I know if he can do it, I can do it. If God can cause the blind eye to see, I can cause the blind eye to see. His confidence, his faith in God came to another level where he started walking like a God in the earth realm. He became so bad, his shadow began to heal people. He took handkerchiefs and just tapped himself. And then just say, wherever these handkerchiefs go, the anointing is going to destroy the yokes in individuals' life. That's what kind of power you got. We're so busy waiting for somebody to lay hands on us. We're so busy waiting for somebody to prophesy to us till we forget who's in us.
Amen.
I got tired of people prophesying to me because every time they prophesied, they was missing it. How I know they was missing it? Because they was talking about my past and not my future. I don't need you to remind me of my past. I've been there. I experienced it. I know what it was like and I know how it felt. So I don't need you to take me back in that day. Because what I got to do is in this day. And in the day to come. And my Holy Ghost told me, he said, I'll show you what's coming. If you want to see, open up your eyes. And begin to speak a different language. And until you change your conversation, you won't change what you see. Because everything you need is in your eyes. And it's in your mouth. That's why the Bible tells you, death, life. Come on, your tongue. Your tongue. Wait. My tongue got power? Yeah, dude. So much so that he said in Ephesians 3:20, I will do exceedingly. Abundantly. Above. Wait a minute. All I can think? Wait, how can you think? You can go beyond my thoughts? You can supersede my thoughts? He said, I will do exceedingly, abundantly, above. We limited Christ to a phone bill. We limited Christ to a car number. We limited Christ, come on here now, to a relationship. When he said, I can do abundantly above. And when Jesus was out here, he was opening up blind eyes. He was causing what? He was causing all the sick to be healed. That's what he was manifesting. He was doing the super abundantly above. And then he turned around and said, wait, I've done this to show you what you can do because greater works. But we're dealing with a lazy-minded folk in this season. Because we're so caught up in the gods in this world till we don't become Christ.
Tell the truth.
Caught up in what people have. That's why all them mountains is getting ready to fall. All them kingdoms. All them kingdoms are crumbling. They're coming down. Government kingdom. Hollywood kingdom. Stock kingdom. All them kingdoms are getting ready to crumble. Because you wasn't born to be understanding that the Babylonian system, the world system, is your source. So God's saying, let me raise up some apostles and some prophets to teach you how to live independent of this world system. We trying to get in it. He trying to allow you to live in another realm, a kingdom realm. That's another conversation. And you can't lower your consciousness and still be in the kingdom.
Amen.
That's why sometimes you got to let certain people go.
That's right. That's right.
You don't have the
That's
same
right.
conversation you had.
Yeah.
You been around the people that just talking any type of language?
Yeah.
True statement.
Can't do that with me. My husband will tell you. I'd rather be by myself than to talk to anything.
Yeah.
Amen.
Even girlfriends, they call me on the phone and they have, you always talking about, honey, little bit. I got to go. I'll get off the phone quick.
Yes.
I'm not going to let you just pull me into any conversation. Why? Because when you pull me into the conversation, then you enter those thoughts into my mind. And once I have the images of the conversation that you're giving me, then I will find myself meditating on your conversation. And when I begin to meditate on your conversation, then it's going to appear in my life. But it's going to come in a different form. You don't hear me. It's going to come in the form in which you have fear. Which you have fear. So when you fall into that mindset of allowing people to talk to you with any type of conversation, you have to remember you have forgotten who you are. And you just became a fallen god in the earth realm. Because then you could start believing in two powers. And God told me, he showed me in his word. That was what happened with Adam. Adam, when he took of the fruit, he fell in consciousness. And the first thing he did was believe in two powers. And when you believe in two powers, that's like walking in sin. And sin means you missed the mark. What mark? God.
Right.
Yes.
You missed the mark. Now, I ain't fussing. But I get excited about that mind. Because you be in yours a lot. She don't even have to pick up the phone and have conversations with nobody. She love being by herself. You be seeing a lot by yourself. Got to call on a girl. Now you got to get some confidence in yourself. I think I'll find out about the Holy Ghost. He'll give you a boldness. When you really trust in him, he'll give you a boldness. You'll have a boldness in him when you realize, I ain't got to lean on my understanding. I'm trusting in him. He got my back. If I just keep talking to him, if I just keep interceding, if I just keep having that communication with him, if I can't lose sight of him, if I just stay there with him, if I find myself meditating on him, I could be watching a movie and talking to the Holy Ghost at the same time. It becomes a habit. To the place where you know when his presence is with you. You can watch a movie and the Holy Ghost can tell you, he'll start showing you what's coming before you. You're like, wait a minute, get surprised. Your surprise days is over. Your days are over for being surprised. Because when you walk as a God, when you walk in power, you ain't got to be surprised. You walk in, like I said, I am. God wasn't surprised about nothing that he said.
That's right.
Everything he spoke, it had to come. He wasn't surprised because light showed up. He wasn't surprised because he was able to create man. He just looked back and said, oh, that's good. I approve of this. See, instead of approving of stuff, we become afraid of it. Then you don't want to have it. So what's my assignment, prophetess? What's my assignment? What will God have me do? What am I supposed to be doing in 2018? Can you tell me? Yeah. I can't, but he can.
Amen.
Because some of you are sitting on your gifts. Your spiritual gifts. You've been operating in some of your talents, but it's your spiritual gifts that's been asleep. You understand? You've been trying to live off of your talents, and you're supposed to understand. You can't live off of your talents. Wait a minute. You a God. How is your talent going to meet your need of a God? So you ain't been living in your worth.
yes.
Wow.
We've been in this season settling.
Yes, Lord.
Settling. Until something happens.
Yes.
Right.
When it has awakened to who you are.
Glory to his name.
You shall be asleep no longer.
My God.
One thing I find out about the Holy Spirit, all a prophet have to do is speak the word.
Yes.
See, that's why people are tested. Because the Bible says if you believe the prophet, you will prosper.
Yeah.
All right.
He said if you believe. That's why the enemy will do everything to get you not to believe. He'll start putting those thoughts of judgment in your mind. Well, you know what? I didn't like her hair. Well, you know what? She had on red lips. That's how they used to do me in Church of God in Christ. Oops. My nails was too long. My hair was too long. Wasn't mine, but it was still too long. Too much makeup. In them days, I was little, so my dress was a little bit too short. So you go sit on the front row, them mothers will come, baby.
That's right.
Wait, you gonna marry him? You know he got a call on his life. No, I just met him in the club. I don't know what it's called. I didn't like the way he danced. I just liked this conversation. He was talking a language I hadn't heard before. It was called G-O-D.
Okay.
I was used to having other conversations with him. M-O-N-E-Y. They wasn't talking that language. I had time.
All right.
And then somebody came along talking G-O-D. Oh, I awoke him.
Amen.
So another line.
Yes, glory to God.
Then I realized, wait a minute. He might be called, but so am I.
That's right.
How can two?
Walk together.
Amen.
First, you got to agree with the Holy Ghost.
Right.
Because he
Right.
called you before anybody else.
Yes.
Right.
Remember, you was with him in the beginning. Some of us sitting in here waiting. Well, I step out in my gifts when I get married. Well, I step out in my gifts when I meet a man. Well, I step out in my gifts when this happens. Keep on waiting. God said, as long as you put another guy before me, you won't have what I have for you. I have forgot the question. Prophetess, what's my assignment? I have forgot. Holy Ghost gonna let you know.
Jesus.
He gonna let you know.
Amen.
Want to know what your real assignment is? Who can tell me? It's beyond worship. Because when you do it, you are worshiping him.
Wow.
Yes.
When we say it. But when you do it, you are worshiping him. See, your worship is more than just a hallelujah.
Yes, yes.
Your worship is more than just a, Lord, I praise you. Your worship is more. Everything Jesus did in the earth was worshiping God. Because he was showing Christ in the earth. He was being God in the earth. Earth wasn't bigger than him. Can I tell you? Earth is not bigger than you. You don't hear me.
Yes,
That's why the Bible says, if two of you would touch and agree
Come
on
on now. Yes.
anything. Amen. He didn't say some things. He said
anything.
Anything.
He said if two of you were to touch and agree on anything. But sometimes you can't get that physical person to touch and agree with you. So you got somebody in you that if you get in agreement with what they're showing you, if you let your flesh get in agreement with your spirit, then whatever you ask for, you can have. You ain't got to wait for somebody to come home and call you to get in agreement with you. All you got to do is get in agreement with spirit.
Yes, yes, yes.
How can two walk together?
Yeah.
Every day you walking with the Holy Ghost. But you got to make up your mind if you're going to go in his direction or yours. Every day you talking with the Holy Ghost. But you got to make up your mind if you're going to have your conversation or his. Every day the Holy Spirit is dealing with your mind. You got to make up your mind if you're going to let Christ's mind be in you or your own. So every day you got the Holy Spirit in you. Communicate with him.
Yes.
Stop waiting. Trying to fix stuff yourself.
My God.
You weren't equipped to carry no burden. You was equipped, you was built to speak to it. Especially as a woman. God put you here to birth. Not just a child.
Wow.
You know. You weren't just here to be a mama. Praise God for it. But that's not your only assignment. The assignment of Mary was to be Jesus' mother. And then the children she had after that was just a blessing. But her assignment was to be his mother. The assignment of Moses was to what? Let the Egyptians go free. That's what's his assignment. The time he was in Pharaoh's house was just waiting. The assignment of Adam was to be the father of the land and to name everything, all the animals. That was his assignment, to name the animals. Your assignment is to name what it is you need to manifest in your life. That's part of your assignment. You got to give it a name. Wake up. Let me have some music.
Hallelujah. Glory to
Come on,
God.
stand to your feet. In the one more in heaven.
Hallelujah.
I told you this ain't a religious church. I'm sorry. Keep quiet and weary and sleepy and yawning. See, I understand how it is when revelation hits some people. They ain't used to it.
Jesus.
So they nod off. Because it takes you into another dimension. When you walk through the door, you entered into another room.
Amen.
When you walk out the door, you're going to see the manifestation.
Hallelujah.
I guarantee you that you will see. And you will see. You will see. You will see. I'm speaking to your sight that you will see. Everything that has been blocking your view, I remove it now in the name of Jesus. Every person that has entered into your life,
My God.
and they have entered illegally with the wrong conversation.
Hallelujah.
I open the door right now and I give them the permission to exit your life. Some of you have had the wrong conversation with some individuals, and people have entered your life. I give them permission to leave now. In the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
I see ministries. I see ministries in here. Glory to your name. Some of you been sitting, waiting for something to happen for your ministry. Haven't been able to get things together. Some of you in the wrong place.
Jesus.
I'm giving you your exit keys so that you can get in the right position. Put your hands, lady, with the braids near you to just relax. There's ministry in you.
Hallelujah.
Come stand right here. Come stand right here, Pastor. Come stand right here. Glory to his name.
Hallelujah.
Come stand right here. This ministry. Let me tell you something, woman of God. You know there's ministry in you. You know that you're supposed to be operating in literally. There's a prophetic call on your life. And you know that this is the season where you're going to have to step out in it. You have to start putting yourself in the place. Come stand. God told me to ask you a question. Are you ready?
You'll know the next time.
Let me tell you something. When you come before a prophet, they open you up into your purpose. But you're going to deal with some warfare. Because the enemy was going to try to do everything he can, just like that for me. The enemy is going to try to do everything he can to distract you and to discourage you, to make you speak the wrong thing. God told me to ask you a question. He said to ask you, are you ready? Things are getting ready to turn upside down in your life and in your house. But God says, watch and see what I bring up out of thee. Your intercession, your prayer life is going to another level. But God is getting ready to turn some things around and grant you some unusual favor in this season. There's ministry in you. From your mother's womb, you was a prophet. And you have been fighting, and people have been fighting you, and fighting you, and fighting you, and fighting you. Because they have been trying to get you to keep your mouth shut. But I hear God telling you to tell you that this day you are going to know that the hand of the Lord is upon you. I hear him tell me to tell you, I got to cancel some things that you've spoken out of your own mouth. Because you have begun to doubt yourself. But God said, from this moment on, watch and see what I'm getting ready to do for thee. Your marriage can't handle this. God said, I called you. He said, I called you. And I'm getting ready to work that out. I'm going to deal with his mind. And I'm going to deal with his heart. And I'm going to open up his understanding. Even your son, I'm seeing a son. And I hear God saying, watch and see what I do. I'm getting ready to work in his life. I'm going to bring everything to an end for him. Some relationships, the right ones shall enter him in 2018. Amen. You know, you're the prophet in your house. Things have been dry, things have been going through, you've just been dealing with, it's like, you know, back and forth, moving, things not being settled, up and down. God said, you the prophet in your house. And I'm getting ready to break that spirit of discouragement off of you right now in the name of Jesus. God told me when I lay hands on you, everything, this ground is going to be broken. And every gift, every prophetic gift is lying dormant. God said, I'm going to lift it up with you right now. And you're going to start praying. God said, I'm going to deal with you in the midnight hours. I'm going to deal with you immediately. Your sleep is getting ready to be disturbed. And I'm looking at a grandbaby. Is there a grandbaby? Do you know her?
Yes.
I'm looking at a grandbaby. How old is this grandbaby? Okay, because you know what I'm telling you? I'm getting ready to really just move things around concerning the grandbaby. Because I'm going to have to settle some issues. But I hear God say, your grandbaby, watch it. There's protection around them. God says, my hedge of protection is around them. And God says, my hand is upon them. And God says, don't be concerned. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And watch and see what I do. I'm anointing your hands for a new day. And I'm laying hands on your mind for a new mind. And I'm speaking to the prophet that has been lying dormant. And I speak that from the book of Genesis to Revelation shall be your meat. You shall begin to eat from Genesis to Revelation. You will begin to have a new appetite from this moment on. God says you will not be able to put the book down. God says I will cause you to consume it like never before. And God says as you consume my word, He says, watch and see what will come out of that circle in the name of Jesus. God, I open up every prophetic eye right now in the name of Jesus, that she will begin to see in this season of her life. I thank you, Father, as I break every foul ground, every bitterness, every spirit, Lord God, that held her captive. I break it now in the name of Jesus. I open her hands for your purpose, Lord God. Open up her eyes to see. I speak, Lord God, to this marriage. I thank you, Father, for your spirit, Lord God, that you have brought them to be one, oh God. Now I speak to this man that his eyes and his understanding will be open from this moment on. I break and bind every spirit of control, manipulation, and everything that has held his mind captive. I speak to that foul ground of religion, and I pull him up out of it now in Jesus' name. Glory to his name. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. God said, I'm going to move for your children. Don't worry about it. I'm going to move on behalf of your children. God said, I've heard your prayers. But now, you get ready to see my answer. God said, I deal with your life. Because that enemy caused you to go in and out. You know, let me tell you something. One of the strongest enemies of the prophet is depression. And I break that spirit of heaviness off of you now. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. I hear God saying, even in this season of your marriage, lift your hands. God says, even in this new season that you're in with your marriage, I hear God say, I'm going to cause you to walk in what I ordained you to be. And you know, sometimes we try to wait. We try to wait on the mate. I understand agreement, but God says, I called you. And now it's time for you to step out in what I have ordained for you. And I hear God saying, this is the season, this is the hour, and this is the time. And watch and see what I'm going to do for thee. And you know what? I understand agreement in the house. You're a woman that you don't like not to have things in agreement. God says, there's going to be agreement, but it's going to be my will. It's going to be my will. He said, you're going to operate in my will. In this hour. It's going to be my will. Watch and see how I turn the heart and the mind of your mate.
Amen. Glory to God. Amen.
God said, I'm going to turn his heart. I'm going to turn his mind.
Amen.
God said, I'm going to turn his heart.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn his mind.
Yes.
Put your hands. God said, I'm going to turn his heart. And I'm going to turn his mind.
Amen.
You move. God said, their move is coming. I know I already told you 6 months, because when I stood before you, I just saw 6 months again. But that move is coming. You might as well just go ahead and get things in the box. You know, if you like me, I got to start packing a year to things. Just go ahead and get things in the box. God said, I'm dealing with his mind. I'm turning his heart, and I'm turning his mind. You know, I see something coming to the church. It's like it's going to be a season of draws. But God says, when I bring you two together for the way I have planned, it shall begin to mushroom back up. But I see now that it's been things that drive people have been scattering away. And God says, don't be concerned. This is for you to begin to prophesy and to pray. And God says, I'm going to, what it's doing is turning him back to his first love.
My God.
See, when a man findeth a wife,
Hallelujah.
he findeth a good thing.
Hallelujah.
And he obtained favor.
Yes.
See, sometimes the men don't know because they're in ministry. They forget that you're the favor.
Yes.
And a lot of times things dry up in the ministry because they don't know how to treat their favor.
My God.
They allow the ministry to become another love, their first love. When they got to give their attention to their favor.
My God.
So God said, I'm getting ready to open his eyes
Jesus.
to his favor. He's going to see his favor in a new light. There's a new glow all over you.
Jesus.
All over you. And God says, watch and see his conversation is getting
Jesus.
changed. No more stalling. Because right now I hear excuses.
My God.
Excuses. You're making excuses. That day is over. That day is over.
Jesus.
His days of excuses are over. God said, I'm going to settle this thing and bring you peace.
Amen.
Glory to his name. Woman of God, lift your hand.
Hallelujah.
You know, you have a gift to attract people. People are attracted to you. They just like you. You got that personality. You bubbly, you know. But you know when you like to read people. And it's really a spirit of discernment. And God told me to begin to lay hands on you because your discernment is going to come to another level where you're going to have an understanding of it. God says not only is there a prophetic anointing on you, but the discernment that you have, God says, is for you to begin to see in the realm that's going to cause you to walk in wisdom. God says, I'm going to teach you how not to speak quick, but to speak wise. He says, I'm going to put young women around you that you will be able to bless. He said, you know what? These women will begin to be a blessing to you, but first you shall pour into them. I don't know what you do or where you're going right now, but God says, I'm getting ready to grant you some favor. Because it's like you're sitting in the back, but you're getting ready to be brought up to the front. And I'm sorry to tell you, it's not in the place that you are. God says, I'm getting ready to bring a change to your place of worship. God says, only because you have not been honored in the way that I want to grant you to. And because you have not been fed into the degree in which I want to release you. But God says, now I'm awakening that's in you. And he says, as you begin to walk in it, he said, you'll have the boldness to step out. And this is the season where you will step out. I hear God say the enemy has even been trying to attack that physical body. But we're taking authority over it right now. Because you know what? God ain't finished with you yet. You ain't even stepped into it. You know, a lot of times we look at our age and we wonder, you know what, well, God, you know, in March I'll be. But I'm telling you, we don't have to look at our age. God says, because you know what? Abraham didn't start his whole life really until he got 75. That's when God called him. He called him when he was 75 and told him to leave his country. When he was 75, he said, get out from your kindred at 75. And then he told him to start birthing at 99. So I'm telling you, you have not even begun to see what God is getting ready to do in your life. He's going to bring you to another level, into a new dispensation in him. I see there's doors opening up. You're going to find yourself traveling. I see that you like to do cruises and you like to go on these cruises. But God said, I'm going to take you to a place now where your traveling is going to be like never before. You're an organizer. You're a structure. You're good when it comes to putting things together. God says your hands are blessed. They are blessed. They are blessed. They are blessed. And I open up your prophetic eyes to see in the name of Jesus. Glory to his name. Glory to his name. Thank you, Father. Come here, ladies. Glory to his name.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You know what? I'll give you arms for me. You know what? I never laid eyes on you. But God said, I know you in the spirit. He said, I know you in the spirit. Just relax. It's going to be all right. Because he's getting ready to lift you up out of this place of weakness. He's getting ready to lift you up out of this place of my nose. You've been in a place now. It's like you're in a new location. You're in a new season of your life. And God says, it's like, I don't know if you're from here, from Texas, but it's like God said, you came here on a promise. But I hear God saying that I'm getting ready to show you my promise that I have for you. I'm getting ready to straighten you up and lift your hands. Because I'm getting ready to talk to your spirit man. You too have a call. But there's a business in it. As well as a ministry in it. And God says, I'm going to bring you to a place of settlement and to a place of comfort. Because right now you don't know what to do, baby. And God says, I want you to be at peace. I see this really, I see a relationship. And it's like there's a tear. That's what you see. It's like there's a tear. And I hear God saying that I'm going to get straight out the path. Because it's like, you know, it's like it's been a struggle. It's been hard. It's like you've been ruined since you've been here. And God says, I'm going to show you. I asked him that I'm going to mistake. And I hear him say, no, you didn't make a mistake. Because I'm going to open up some doors for you that's been closed. Because right now it seems like it's hard. And God says, I'm breaking open and I'm turning some hearts for you and toward you. And God says, as I turn these hearts toward you and for you, God says it's going to bring you to a place of peace. And it's going